Hey YouTube, Pastor Bacon here with a quick little video about how AP has been changed. You know what? Actually, 1 second. Hey, that's better. Yeah, so AP's actually been changed in Dark and Darker. If you hadn't noticed, they've actually changed how AP works in the dungeon. Early access hotfix 80-2. It fixed a bunch of different things like bugs and stuff like that. I actually ran into a few of these. So like there was an example, Ruins had a couple gaps in between walls with the randomized modules. Now there were some gaps where you could fall in and get trapped, and things like that. So it seems like they fixed that. There was also a huge issue apparently going around in Arena with solo self-found gear, where basically these items could disappear if your game happened to crash or if you forced close the game in the middle of loading into a match. So that's obviously a good change because that's not good. Also, they fixed the dark swarm in the arena because it would somehow go to player spawn rooms. I noticed that before arena got shut down earlier this week. A lot of the zones seem to be going towards the corners, and so I pretty much we would have to just position ourselves or force our way, and it kind of was a little bit unbalanced, but they fixed that too. The main thing I want to talk about, of course, is the AP renewal system. If you remember, if you guys happened to see the 12 changes video that I put up not too long ago, one of the main things I talked about was AP. It sucks. It's like a chore that you have to go and do in addition to everything else in the game. I'm actually really excited about this, that they set the entry fee down to 0, but I was actually really shocked to read that they also changed it so that AP can be earned even if you fail to escape the dungeon. So it sounds like you can grind AP now without even getting out of the dungeon. That may have been a little bit farther than what I meant, but hey, this is Iron Mace we're talking about, so they tend to turn the knob just a little bit too far. You kind of have to laugh about it a little bit, but I will take this over what it was before, because I with AP, like I said, it's like a chore that you have to do. I know a lot of the comments that were kind of disagreeing with me on this point in one of the last videos were saying that, you know, you're taking all the risk out of High Roller. I would disagree with that, because I think the risk of dying in High Roller should not be off of your AP points, but instead your gear. There's enough risk to me involved in the gear that I'm bringing into High Roller where that's enough risk. AP just on top of that, that should be just the icing on the cake, not necessarily the full dessert, if you will. And so because of that, I felt like AP was a little bit annoying. It was something that you kind of just had to take care of. And then the main thing is the habit that you see of once someone reaches Demi-God, a lot of the times they don't play that character anymore afterwards. Maybe you like that system. I find that I did not. So I actually am okay with this change, even though I think they could dial it back just a little bit and make it so that you just make it so you don't lose AP. I think earning AP by not getting out of the dungeon kind of is a little bit heavy-handed on the switch up there, but it's okay. Last thing before I let you go, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Would you comment below what you think Iron Mace should do next? It seems like they've listened to the community about AP, and so they've changed it. What should be the next thing that they change and update into the game? Maybe you can look at one of the things we talked about in the 12 changes video. I'll of course put a link to that in the description as well. Also, you can click right here. Again, thank you guys for all the love and support on the videos. Hope to see more of you in the near future, and be looking out for episodes 7 of Timmy Talk later this week. Bye-bye.